Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. Now, this is exactly what we've been talking about over the last few weeks here on Future Money. We've been talking about how Brad Garlinghouse was lobbying the White House, how he was lobbying the Trump family, how he was lobbying senators to make sure that XRP would be first in that reserve. Now, a lot of Bitcoin maxis. Now, for those you don't know, a Bitcoin maxi is a person who believes that Bitcoin should be the only crypto on the planet, and every other crypto should be wiped out. Michael Saylor is a Bitcoin maxi. I have a best friend that's a Bitcoin maxi. There's nothing wrong with being a Bitcoin maxi, but I'm not a Bitcoin maxi. I believe that there's a place in the market for multiple cryptocurrencies, just like there's a place for multiple operating systems. I hate Macs. I don't like Macs. I got an iPad, but that's as far as I'll take it. I got an iPhone too, because everybody else has one. You have to get one just to do AirDrop and all this stuff. I resisted getting Apple for years, but I refuse to get a MacBook. I'll stick with Windows, what I'm used to. But a lot of people, there's a lot, in any marketplace, there's a room for different things. There always has been. There's not one market on the planet where one thing suffices for all users or all participants. And I believe that this is how it's going to be with crypto going forward. I don't think we're going to just have one cryptocurrency, but Bitcoin makes it mad because Trump has done a 180, not completely, but within the world of crypto. And instead of just doing a Bitcoin strategic reserve, he's decided to add other cryptocurrencies. Now, if you've been following Future Money, you know that we've been talking about this for 2 weeks. There was a reason why Brad Garlinghouse was in Trump's office. There was a reason why he was getting appointed to things. There was a reason why all of a sudden the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve was pushed back a month and a half. Because Brad Garlinghouse was making sure he had his company's interest at the top of mind of Trump. A lot of people get mad. He shouldn't be doing that. Oh, why did he do it? A lot of Bitcoin Max is so angry. Angry because Brad Garlinghouse did what he was supposed to do. He's a CEO. He's not a politician. He's not an activist. He's a businessman and a CEO. And he has to do what's best for his investors, his coworkers, and anybody that has interest in Ripple moving forward. That's what he's supposed to do, right? That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to make sure his company is at top of mind. And a lot of people did not see this coming. Now, I don't get why. They didn't see it coming. Now, you got a picture with Brad Garlinghouse at the White House like this, next to Trump. And you don't know that this is coming. I don't see how people didn't see it coming, but a lot of people didn't see it, especially Bitcoin maxis. I had a friend that argued with me up until he did it, that there was no way that Trump would add any other crypto in the strategic reserve because it was called Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. But you have to remember, and I'm a person who's a realist. Now, I like what Trump has done so far for crypto. I like some stuff he's done for the economy. But I'm not all the way on any one politician or any one person at all. Some of you guys are, but I'm not. I know, I see the world for what it is. The world is full of manipulation, pay for play, money changing hands, people cutting each other's throats. Now, I'm not all negative either. The world is also full of great people. Most people are beautiful, great human beings. Most people in power are manipulative, they're sociopaths, and they also go for what's best for them. Now, a realist approaches this way of thinking and says, well, Trump's son, I don't think Trump's doing, but Trump's son probably taking money. I mean, he looks like it, you know? So if Brad Garlinghouse gives him a little money, which it could be illegal, could not, there's a gray area with that kind of stuff, or promises something in the future, of course he's going to get in Trump's ear and make sure XRP is top of mind. Brilliant move by Brad Garlinghouse. He played both sides. His business partner, or a former business partner, gave some money to the Democrats. He gave some money to the Republicans on both sides. Now, once the election took place, Trump was elected. They took all that effort and put it right on Trump. Probably went through the son. That's what I would have done. Went through Eric Trump, made sure that I had Eric Trump's ear, gave him some money or gave him something. I don't know what else. I don't know what his vices are, whatever it is. Gave him something, made sure he got in Trump's ear, and made sure my company, Ripple, and his asset, XRP, was top of mind and the first thing they would include in their strategic reserve. That would ensure that my company would, one, the value would go up. Two, is that if the United States has a vested interest in XRP because they hold it as a reserve currency or reserve asset, they're not going to allow Ripple to fail. That's why this news is so big. I don't even believe that the market has completely absorbed how big this news is. I don't believe that people really realize it, right? Because it's easy. If we look at the fear rate, the greed-fear ratio, greed-fear index in cryptocurrency, it's right. The fear index is still 39, which is still mostly fear. A lot of people are still apprehensive. They don't believe what they're hearing. Cryptocurrency has shocked the world over the last 15 years. A lot of people still don't know how to take it. They don't know how to understand it. A lot of traditional investors are still afraid of it. That's what gives us this huge opportunity to make a lot of money. And it's only going to come once. It'll be over eventually. There'll be no opportunity to make money like this in your entire life again, because AI will take over all trade in 5 to 10 years. I'm actually writing about that in my new book. AI will reduce any inefficiency in the system. You want to make $10 on a trade, AI will make a few cents. So as soon as it ticks up, they'll sell. Ticks down, they'll sell, because the lines will be so tight that there'll be no way to make any money on either side of the volatility. Because AI will not only predict what's coming next, but they'll be able to take advantage of small changes, maybe fractions of a penny, over longer periods of time. So that would cause trading is not going to be, humans are not going to be able to humans are not going to be able to compete in that environment. Too slow. Only people with huge AI bots, and then eventually AI will just do it all together. Brad Garlinghouse has been appointed to the Crypto Advisory Board. He's going to be at that dinner on Friday. XRP has been added to the reserves. The SEC has dropped, I think, 7 or 8 cases against major crypto people, including Coinbase. The writing's on the wall that XRP's lawsuit is going to be dropped soon, within a couple of weeks. Now, I did get a tip last week that it would be this week, but it may not happen this week, maybe next week. But it has to happen. At this point, it's almost a definite. They can't add something to the strategic reserve and have a dude on the board when his asset is in a lawsuit. Now, they have to close the lawsuit down, and it does take time because this is the biggest crypto lawsuit in history. So they have to close it down, debrief people, sign the right papers, sign the right documents, and make sure everything is disposed properly. That does take time. There was what do you think that emergency meeting was on Thursday last week? That's when they sat down and came up with an agreement. That's when they started the disposing process of that lawsuit. That's when it started. That's when it started, was on Thursday. Because Trump said, look, I'm going to add you to the reserve, so let's start getting this lawsuit winded down and wrapped up. That's what happened. But now it may take a week, too. They're not in any rush. But the lawsuit almost at this point has to be 100% resolved, and Ripple has to be allowed to be free on their path because of being added to the strategic reserve. The strategic reserve, Bitcoin surged 10% up to 94,000. XRP jumped 33%. I think at one point it was up 38%. Solana jumped 25%. ADA surged 60%. Ethereum rebounded. It was down that day. It's been one of the worst performing cryptos of the year. We're going to talk about how that's actually a great opportunity. White House Crypto Summit is on Friday, expected to provide more details on the reserve's purpose and strategy. So we're going to see some good news come out of that on Friday. So hopefully they can resolve this SEC lawsuit this week, maybe next week. But those two things together, along with the Bitcoin crypto strategic reserve, is going to push XRP past all-time highs. It's going to push Ethereum back to all-time highs. And it's going to push Bitcoin back over $100,000 here in the next month, maybe 6 weeks. And all of this will legitimize crypto finally as a key financial asset for the United States. So Bybit hackers, for those you don't know, there was a huge hack in cryptocurrency last week. $1.5 billion worth of Ethereum and Ethereum-based tokens were stolen from the exchange. So that caused a lot of fear in the market, a lot of uncertainty. Ethereum took a huge hit because of that. So Ethereum was already depressed. The prior weeks leading up to that was a 500% increase in shorts. That's why I think it was manipulation. I'm gonna tell you why also I think it's manipulation too. I'm almost certain that hack is not real because the things are lining up too perfectly, and I'm gonna explain these to you. North Korean hackers broke into Bybit, stole Ethereum and Ethereum-based tokens. That caused people to panic, sell, bought Bitcoin down to 85, 84, bought Ethereum almost down to 2,000, bought a lot of other coins down. As people felt like maybe cryptocurrency isn't secure, and they also feared that the hackers would dump all of this on the marketplace, destabilizing it. Remember, if you stole crypto, you'll sell it for whatever. You don't care what the price is. It's free to you. You're just trying to get rid of it all. So that does cause the market to drop. So people were afraid of that. So they started selling. So the fear and also the action of selling large amounts at market will cause the price to significantly drop. Like I said, North Korean hackers have started to launder the money. And they do that. We talked about this last week on mixers. They got ways of doing it that are very advanced that you never track them. They stole 500 Ethereum, 1.5 billion. They've already laundered or sold 70% of that. But the thing is that nobody's stopping them. The government hasn't come out and said anything about it. Remember, these are North Korean hackers who are using that money to fund a nuclear weapons program. This is a huge deal. And nobody's saying anything. Nobody's stopping them. There's no attempts to try to get the money back. There's actually teams out there that can contact hackers for you and try to make deals. Nobody's done that. That's why I believe it was manipulation. I'm not even sure if it really happened. Let's look at the timeline. 500% increase in shorts on Ethereum for the last 2-3 months. Trump delays the strategic reserve, which could have been because of XRP. We don't know the reason. I believe it was XRP, but it could have been because of this too. He delays the strategic reserve. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, $1.5 billion worth of crypto gets stolen. Remember, a lot of hedge funds, a lot of rich elite in the banks have shorts out that they make money on the way down. So they make a ridiculous amount of money on those Ethereum shorts. Ethereum drops, they close the shorts out, they make a lot of money, rebuy the Ethereum. Week later, Trump says, I'm going to do a strategic reserve, including Ethereum. Ethereum recovers, goes back to all-time highs. They make all their money, but they made money in 2 ways, down and up. Maybe 3 or 4, 10 times more than they would have made just holding Ethereum long term. And they knew the play, so it's no risk to them. When you know what's coming, the risk is zero. There was actually somebody that posted and said, right before Trump posted that, somebody took out somebody put $2.5 million, around that amount, into options or leverage trades on Bitcoin, which ended up being like 100 million or so. Maybe somewhere 100 million when you leverage it out. You may have put 2 million, did 50 times leverage, got 100 million. So if all it would have taken is Bitcoin to drop 0.25%, and that person would have got wiped out.